la la la. Sa-ra la la la. Sa-ra la sa-ra la sa-ra la la la.
Day 2 in Vegas. I woke up slowly. Not normal slowly. Vegas slowly. Then I rubbed my eyes, stood up slowly, and my feet touched the hotel carpet. Cold carpet, sleepy morning. Vegas sunlight leaking through the curtains. It genuinely felt like the opening scene of a movie. I walked toward the curtains dramatically, like I was about to discover a new planet, and then I opened them. Bright sunlight exploded into the room. Huge buildings, tiny moving cars, palm trees, Vegas stretching across the window, like somebody built an entire city inside a dream. Everything looks so unreal, like a fake city designed by somebody who said, "What if we made everything bigger, shinier, and slightly confusing?" The buildings looked endless. The parking lots looked huge. The sunlight hit everything so brightly, it almost looked edited. Sleepy eyes and desert skies, Vegas glowing way too bright. And then suddenly, my brain switched into girl mode, because apparently, the second a girl wakes up in Vegas, she immediately starts preparing like she's about to attend the Met Gala. So, naturally, I sat down to do my makeup like my survival depended on it. First, face mist, cold little sprays hitting my face while I still looked emotionally exhausted. Honestly, that face mist was fighting harder than me. Then foundation, tiny dots everywhere, one side of my face, then the other, beauty blender in hand. Tap, 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 blending for my future, blending for my confidence, blending because Vegas lighting exposes literally everything. Then concealer under my eyes, trying to erase every bad decision, every hour of lost sleep, and every sign of exhaustion. Then contour, or whatever I thought contour was doing. Honestly, I was drawing mysterious brown shapes onto my face and hoping they somehow transformed into cheekbones. Then blush, a dangerous amount of blush, because if I'm going to suffer walking all day, I deserve to look cute while doing it. Eyeshadow next, soft little colors, mascara carefully applied, like one wrong blink could destroy my entire life. Then powder everywhere, tiny clouds of makeup dust floating around the hotel room. Lipstick, the final step, the moment where suddenly everything starts feeling complete. Then I changed my earrings, opened my hair dramatically, ran my fingers through it slowly, like I was filming a perfume commercial. And suddenly, I felt expensive. Then my mom and sister entered the frame, which officially ended my peaceful cinematic main character moment. Now the room became chaos again. Somebody looking for shoes, somebody asking, "Are you ready yet?" Bags everywhere, hair clips everywhere, makeup products fighting for survival on the table, and somehow all of us were trying to leave at the same time. Then finally, we stepped outside, and immediately, the Vegas heat attacked us. It genuinely felt like somebody opened an oven directly into my face. Then we went to the famous Las Vegas sign. Along with every tourist currently alive, the line was huge, people everywhere, everybody posing dramatically, everybody trying to look effortless while sweating. And honestly, the waiting felt longer than some relationships. But eventually, it was finally our turn. The sunlight looked beautiful, the sky looked unreal, my blue dress looked cinematic. After surviving the heat, we finally went to Everest, India Cuisine. And suddenly, life felt meaningful again. The second the food arrived, everybody got quiet. That's how you know the food is serious. The colors looked beautiful, the steam rising from the plates, the sound of spoons and plates, the restaurant lighting. Everything felt warm and cozy after all that walking. Then we got back into the car, and honestly, Vegas through the car window looked magical. Palm trees moving past us slowly, bright signs everywhere, huge buildings glowing in the sunlight, fake castles, fake Paris, fake New York. Vegas feels like somebody took the entire world, put it into a blender, and added casino lights. Then the walking began, and honestly, I don't think it ever stopped. We walked through giant hotels, then casinos, then another hotel, then another casino again somehow. At one point, I genuinely forgot where we came from. Vegas hotels are designed like mazes. I'm convinced they don't actually want people escaping. Every hotel looked different. Some looked fancy, some looked magical, some looked like rich people accidentally created a dream sequence. The ceilings were huge. The carpets had patterns complicated enough to become math problems. Machines kept making noises every 2 seconds. Bright lights everywhere, random statues, random music, people dressed beautifully, people completely lost, people carrying giant drinks at 11 in the morning. Vegas honestly feels like everybody is acting inside the same weird movie. And somehow, my family still had energy. Meanwhile, my soul slowly left my body step by step. I genuinely think I walked more than 10,000 steps, possibly 1,000,000. But honestly, even while being exhausted, everything still looked beautiful. The lights, the reflections, the sounds, the giant buildings, everything looked fake, but in the prettiest way possible. Neon lights and tired feet, somehow chaos feels so sweet. At some point, I stopped trying to understand Vegas. I just let it happen. The noise, the lights, the strangers, the music echoing everywhere, the feeling of constantly walking without knowing exactly where you are. Then finally, we reached Fremont Street, and suddenly, Vegas transformed again. The giant glowing ceiling above us looked unreal. Bright, moving lights stretching across the sky, music everywhere, street performers, people dancing, people singing, people screaming, everything glowing in different colors. It felt chaotic, but magical. Like somebody mixed a carnival, a concert, and a fever dream together. I kept looking around, trying to memorize everything. The lights, the sounds, the random little moments. My mom smiling beside me. My family walking together under all those glowing lights. Because deep down, I knew this was one of those memories that would feel special later. We kept taking pictures, walking around, looking at random things, getting distracted every being exhausted felt fun. Then there were those quiet moments too, the moments where nobody talked, where we just walked together under all the glowing lights. And somehow, those little moments felt the most beautiful. Maybe happiness looks like this: tired feet and people you love. By the end of the night, my makeup was barely surviving, my feet emotionally resigned. My energy was disappearing rapidly, but somehow I still didn't want the day to end. Then finally, after all the walking, heat, casinos, crowds, pictures, food, lights, music, makeup, and confusion, we went back to circus. And somehow the night ended with magic, actual magic tricks, bright lights, tiny stage, people clapping. Vegas ending the day by reminding us that none of this city even feels real anyway. Day 2 in Vegas, sleepy, chaotic, beautiful, loud, magical, confusing, and somehow completely unforgettable.